Welcome back, everybody, to the adventures of House Mud and, of course, King Aemon the Book One, the man who never seems to want to die, 74 years old right now. There has been some dissidents in the court of King Aemon saying that House Tully were actually innocent, by which I mean comments on almost every episode saying that House Tully were actually innocent and didn't do anything wrong. I'm gonna I need to put this rumor to bed for the good of House Mud. I need to confront this, and I need to prove that for once and all they were indeed traitors. This is from the World of Ice and Fire, which is essentially a world book written by George R.R. Martin, and this is what it says. Armistead was one of the Andal warlords who defeated Christopher IV, this man here, of House Mud, king of the rivers and hills. Afterwards, he gained the allegiance of Edmure Tully and his sons. Armistead granted Edmure Tully's son, Axel Tully, lands at the juncture of the Red Fork, you paying attention, and the Tumblestone, where Lord Axel Tully raised Riverrun. The man who defeated our grandfather gained the trust and turned House Tully into his loyal vassals. They are First Men and they are Faith of the Seven. They were granted Riverrun by this Andal invader. They are traitors. They are traitors who helped defeat our house and cause the fall of House Mud. And if I hear any more dissidents, people getting thrown in the oubliette, okay? People are going to get thrown in the oubliette because I'm not hearing any more of this. House Tully are actually innocent. They are goddamn Andal invaders, and they will go in the oubliette along with every other Andal. Anyway, like I was saying, welcome back to the adventures of course, King Aemon. Yesterday, we tried to go to war to very quickly snatch up some of the Westerlands and quickly realized that the Andals have some sort of psychic network going across Westeros whereby any Andal, be they in the Vale or be they in Dawn, can join each other in united front against us. We need to come up with a better strategy. We're going to have to go for guerrilla warfare. We're going to have to go for an underground network of sort of intrigue, I would say, and trying to be a bit more sneaky about things, because unfortunately, even though House Mud of the Rivers and the Hills are indisputably the most powerful house in Westeros right now, even we, with our 35,000 men, cannot stand up to the advanced weaponry, the advanced armor, and the advanced tactics of all of the combined Andals in Westeros. It would be close, but we certainly can't pull it off, at least not without planning. This time, at least now, we know that, though. If we do want to go to war, if we are desperate to go to war for whatever reason, we do know that it is possible to, and it is going to happen, and we could, if we bring our armies together, and if we plan for it, it could be possible to win those wars. Now, there's another tactic we could employ as well. Rather than just being prepared, we could hire mercenaries. We could have other people do our dirty work for us. We could build up our army, we could build up our soldiers, we could build up our castles, go for taxes, whatever else. But we could hire mercenaries and have them capture these places in our name. Now, of course, the Andals, when they hear about this, will, of course, join the war. They will still go for it. But our mercenaries could be there. They could be in position, primed, and ready to go to take some of these provinces if we feel like it. Of course, the downside to that is we've got to save up the gold to be able to hire these mercenaries in the first place. So that could be something worth considering. Now, Dawn have apparently hired a shitload of these mercenaries too, so we might as well. I feel like we've got to even the playing field here. We've still got to unify our realm with... oh, did we actually got to climb on God's Fort, didn't we? Yeah, okay, so we could actually declare war, go for this God's Fort here. Now, I don't know if even pressing claims, not even de jure claims, not even lordly claims or royal claims or anything like that, just a regular old claim, whether or not the Andals can still join together. And I feel like the best way to try it is to, well, try it and see if in this fairly low risk war, if the Andals can help one another during this point, because this guy is, of course, Andal and Faith of the Seven as well. How do we want to do it then? I suppose there's a couple of ways we could do it. We could vassalize this guy, so we could declare war, we could go to jure claims on the God's Eye, we could wait for our truce to expire, and then revoke the title, because we have a claim on it, which wouldn't incur tyranny or anything like that. Or, alternatively, we declare war for just the God's Eye, and make sure that we can get that for us, make it our capital, something like that later on, because, of course, this is going to be Aemon Hall, the mighty castle of, because this is a fantastic land. Plus, it's also, and this is kind of nice and thematic as well, it's very close to the Isle of Faces within the God's Eye River. Now, this Isle of Faces is supposedly filled with a bunch of weirwoods, hence why it's called the Isle of Faces, because, of course, the weirwoods have carved faces on them. So this is not only thematic for... and not only is it just a fantastic province that has obviously got a lot of potential, but it's also thematic for somebody who is has that strong sort of reverence and worship of the old gods. This would kind of be the perfect capital. So we might move over to that. Obviously, we'll keep Seagull, we'll keep Ulster as well. We could even designate what is our heir title. So our heir to our realm gets given that title, and then when we become... when that character takes over from us and they become our character, that title will then pass on to their heir. So it guarantees the heir's already got some land, it's basically for them to get some rulership experience, essentially. So we could nominate Seagull as our heir title. I think that makes perfect sense. It's kind of like our It's sort of like how Time want to send Jaime back to Casterly Rock, for example. That's what we could do with our heirs when we take the God's Fort. So I'm not really sure the best way to go about it. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted just to go for it as early as possible. That way we can start developing it as early as possible, right? That way we don't have to wait for the truce to expire. That way we don't have to wait for the title revocation. And, of course, the rebellious war that will kick off from that as well. Let's do it. Let's give it a go. He's got 5,000 men, so, I mean, even if every Andal in Westeros does join, even if every Andal in bloody Andalos as well joins, we should be able to deal with this as fast as possible. Now, I'm pretty sure setting a rally point over a river is a bad shout, so we'll set the rally point somewhere like Wayfarer's Rest. That way, we're sort of safe. We're not necessarily going to be crossing over rivers into their troops if they are there already. Let's go for it. I want to take God's Fort, and we will start building this up into the new capital of the rivers. It's more central to our empire as well. You know, it allows us to rule sort of effectively everywhere, because right now, I mean, ruling from Seagod, we're miles away from the Blackwater Bay, from what would be, of course, King's Landing eventually. All right, let's do it. I'm up for this. I think this is absolutely the right step to go for. Claim the God's Fort. And this is also like an experiment to see whether or not we will... Why has she still got that fucking kingdom level title? We need to revoke that at some stage. This is a great experiment and a kind of fairly safe way as well to test whether or not they will be able to get all of their troops. Right, so let's see if they will get all of their people called in. So the Craven Lacey Butterwell has failed a call to arms. This is the woman that's rebelled about 1,000 times at this stage, so there is no real surprise with that one whatsoever. So let's get you guys moving. Let's get them moving south, and then we'll move them up via the south to our destination. And that way we can avoid a lot of the enemy troops. We can see as well that Aemon might be able to forge this bloodline of a mighty warrior. He currently has 4 out of 10 of the defeated pretenders required to forge a bloodline that will put him down in history as a champion of the jewelers. A champion of... Not jewelers makes him sound like he's, you know, making someone a ring or a nice necklace. The Jewelist Society, I should probably say, rather than jewelers. Skip the jewel engine, because we don't need that. Well, I don't think we need to worry about this guy. 213 versus 256. We've got the 40 martial advantage over him there. Sorry, the 40 personal combat advantage over him there. We're also strong. So I think that will also help out. Let's skip it. Come on. Nice. Okay. We're now officially halfway there to getting our champion bloodline, which will definitely... He deserves it. I mean, Aemon deserves more than anyone else. The fact that he's also going to be champion at the age of 74 is phenomenal. Our troops are moving into position. They've actually moved their armies from the God's Fort over to High Heart here. They've left themselves very vulnerable. Now, there is a... So, it's they've taken up a defensive position, essentially, because of the forest in that province. I don't think we need to worry about it. Honestly, I don't think we need to worry about it. But Aemon leading the center, Aemon, Ambrose, and Andro. Aemon leading this whole lifestyle of war. Lifetime of war, if you want to phrase it like that. I mean, he's got more than enough skill to be able to take these guys out. Let's make sure this army is getting there first, and then we'll have everyone else reinforce later on. Okay, when are we getting there by Aemon? Should be there on the, what is that, 22nd of first moon by the looks of it? Okay, cool. Good luck. Here we go. We're in. Do nothing for now. Let's not try and upset any of our vassals in the middle of quite a delicate war. Now, it looks as if the Andals can't join in on... I mean, the Andals obviously have a strict legal system tied inherently into their faith there with the whole of the faith of the Seven and obviously the faith militant eventually as well. It's sort of fairly... They're not particularly non-secular. So, I guess they are respectful, at least, of our laws to that extent, and they're not going to join in, but I guess for our forced vassalization, then it's almost an unjust war, so that's why they're defending their friends. There you are. I've been itching for a fight. Indeed, we have. It's a shame that they don't duel us so that we can't get a bit more duel experience to guarantee that our personal combat is going to stay as high as possible. Can we request... Oh my god, we can go on a warrior pilgrimage after all this time. Oh, of course, because we're a cavalry and rough terrain leader, so that what we've needed to be able to go on this warrior pilgrimage is a warrior trait, a leadership trait, I should say. So obviously we're not going to do that and leave our armies without a commander. We'll make sure that this war is won first, then we'll go for that afterwards. This should be easy at this point. We do have to lay siege to the God's Fort, which is obviously still very, very powerful, very, very influential. Let's move in and let's see if we can... Oh, what has happened here? What? How has that happened? I mean, your first man, but Faith of the Seven... Oh, we got a legal realm inheritance. It's illegal. So why the hell did our titles pass to another realm there? And why the hell did we just lose a load of provinces? Why did Rosby form? We had King's Landing. She just formed the Kingdom of... Oh! Maybe she formed the Kingdom of Rosby and she's still our vassal, but because we're technically in a mega war, that's why this person is technically independent for the time being, and that's probably why this person is also independent for the time being. Maybe she just formed that kingdom, the Kingdom of Rosby. So after this, she might end up being our vassal again. Let's hope that that's the case. So Houston joins us. We lose 50 gold now. We're all right, thank you. We need that gold to start building up this glorious realm. Oh god, the attrition. I'm going to build a fort there temporarily, if you don't mind. Oh, 32,000 men don't... No. Aemon. At the age of 75. He died a natural death Just and true, Aemon was a knight of great virtue. May he forever be held up as an example of a chivalrous warrior of the Seven? Excuse me? Citation needed there, Chief. Not sure about that one too much, I'll be honest with you. Fuck that. My father deserves to be honored with a funeral, and we shall be remembered as the first god champion that he was. Thank you for the gold. And our heir is now Princess Dirt, the Rivers and the Hills. Can't really afford this. We are still at war. Just invite the Mud family. Now, of course, there is quite likely... Oh, there we go. Nice. All hail his grace soil of House Mud, first of his name, King of the Trident, Lord of the Riverlands, Lord of Seaguard, and Protector of the Realm. All hail the King of the Trident. We become founder of a bloodline. No, we don't. You say that every single time, and we absolutely don't. Oh, Aemon. Gone. Gone, but certainly not forgotten. Let's hold this funeral in his honor. Let's just assault this down and get it done. Let's just get it done as soon as possible. There we go. Boom. Thank you. We will build up this capital, and we will call it... Lord Lyman can swear fealty to me. No, no, no. I will take it for myself. Absolutely take the gold fort. There we go. Here it is. And you know what? We're not going to call this God's Fort. We're going to call it Aemon's Fort. Aemon's Fort in honor of glorious King... Is that how you spell his name? It is. King Aemon, who returned House Mud to the glorious house that it is today. Aemon's Fort will be our capital from now on and forevermore. Let's mark it as our capital. Let's mark it as our crown focus. Get our court moved over there. It's going to take a while before this place becomes viable. Do we need to worry about these towers crumbling or anything? Because, of course, that's a Harrenhal mechanic, which I assume isn't in this right now. Yeah, no, we're good. We've got to build this place up then. They're just towers, so we can actually build those and develop them into actual full-blown keeps as well. They're only 300 gold, so obviously develop a keep there, and they're definitely worth it. This is going to be a long process to build this up into a castle that mighty Aemon deserves. But I think we can do it. I think we can pull it off. Plus, our army's a bit more central now. We've only got 25,000 men compared to, obviously, mighty Lord Aemon there. Let's go. Oh, I thought it was our sister. It's actually our daughter, Princess Dirt. Where do we want to start, then? Where do we even want to start? King Soil is nowhere near as powerful as King Aemon, obviously. But he is still a good character. 18 Marshal. Let's go for war focus. Let's follow in Aemon's footsteps, at least for the time being. I feel like war is definitely going to be the safe bet. Become a knight. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Become exalted against 6,000 prestige. That's going to be difficult. But you know what? I think we might be able to do it. We might be able to do what Aemon could not and forge a bloodline. He's forged a legacy, but a bloodline would help out a lot as well. Let's join the Berserkers. Let's go in. Let's follow in his footsteps as well and try and become that champion. An heir called Aemon Mud. Now, normally, obviously, we would go with our naming scheme here, but Aemon, glorious Aemon, will not be forgotten so easily. Aemon Mud. A holy name for our dynasty. I don't know if holy is an appropriate term for the old gods, but there we go. All right, what are we going to educate you in then, young Aemon? So we've already picked Thrift for Dirt. So in that case, we will pick Struggle for Aemon, and he will be a warrior. He will inherit his grandfather's warrior abilities, and we'll have someone great train him as well. Well, this guy's good. Formidable fighter, brawny, genius, brilliant commander, ruthless, cruel. I mean, he might be exactly... He has some traits that we might want to pass on to the future king of the rivers and the hills here. Aemon Mud, there we go. Well, I'm going to leave that name. Like I said, that definitely deserves sticking around. I invited Yorick to our court so that we could appoint him as our... Oh, God, we've got a lot of rebellious, traitorous Andal vassals that we'll deal with later on. Oh, I appointed him to be our priest, then I realized that, hang on a minute, what we actually need is a maester from the Citadel. We can't afford it right now, I assume. Yeah, this funeral has cost us a lot of money, but of course we're going to do it. Of course we are going to send Aemon off to the old gods in a spectacular way. Funeral. 3 days have gone since King Aemon passed away, and the body was clean, prepared for burial, and wrapped in the shroud and laid at the base of the weirwood tree. As soon as the ritual is concluded, the closest to the dead gather at the body and carry it to the grave where they will offer their final farewells. So it is done. Aemon Mud died a natural death at the age of 75. He was a man known to be most courageous as well as possessing immense strength. He was a well-respected swordsman, being one of the more capable in history, and that's definitely true. Game 40 piety. Goodbye, Lord Aemon. You were a fantastic first character here, and you've shaped the future of Westeros, I hope. I hope a lot. Right, let's drop these troops in for the time being, because this is costing us a little bit of money. My king, I write on behalf of the bank to express consternation at the actions of your brother-in-law. What's he done wrong? What have you done, brother-in-law? Shall issue a reprimand? Yeah, get on with it. Like, I'm sorry that you pissed him off, but you are... we sent our son to our brother-in-law. That makes a lot of sense. Well, we know he's in safe hands in that case, and he's, of course, a great educator there from 35 Marshal. Holy shit, I didn't even notice that. I was just looking at his incredibly good traits, like brawny, obviously brilliant commander. He's got formidable fighter, but my god, 35 Marshal on top of that. This kid, I think, is in very, very, very safe hands. Very nice. This is a good way to start following the footsteps of your late father. I've been studying the campaigns of King Christopher IV of House Mud, the Hammer of Justice. That's fantastic. Game Marshal +1. So the only thing King Aemon wasn't in all of his glory and in all of his skills was brave. He never truly embodied the blood of the Hammer of Justice, which would give us some really, really nice bonuses against the Andals if we can unlock that. Obviously, a couple of different ways to get brave. We could go for the Hunter focus. Obviously, War focus is another way to do it as well. So this could work out quite well. She owes us a favor. Can we revoke your title? Because I don't like you being a king. I don't think that's... Wait, we can plot to incite revolts now? Wait, what? Did we just not have high enough... It's because we're deceitful. Maybe we just didn't have high enough intrigue before? Oh, this is big. It's like we've unlocked some new mechanics that we didn't previously have. So plot to incite revolt is going to be massive against some of our vassals, because it means we can finally get rid of some of these bloody Andals that have cropped up. Like the Lady of Rosbury, for example. We can incite revolt. This is so good. Okay, this is absolutely a step in the right direction. Oh, Soil Mud, despite doing nothing, is now known as the Vicious Viper. I wonder why. Maybe it's because we're a trained fighter plus deceitful. That's very nice. So we had King Aemon the Book One, which didn't suit him at all, and then King Soil the Vicious Viper. We've got some really cool nicknames kicking around. And what I've done is, like I said, I designated Seaguard as our traditional heir title. So this is given Aemon II, our heir, I mean, a realm to obviously look after, to give him some prestige. It makes him more vulnerable to obviously assassinations and whatnot, and obviously revolts, because he is, at the end of the day, a ruler. But his guardians remain the same guy, which was kind of what I was worried about by doing it. Now, luckily, that's worked out quite well. What if he can change his own guardian, or his region can change its own guardian? I hope that's not the case, otherwise that would suck quite a lot. Well, we'll keep a very, very close eye on it, make sure that he doesn't lose that guy, because that guy is way too good a guardian to miss out on. Oh, we can go out. Let's go out. Let's go out for a nice stroll, now that there's a little bit of peace and quiet in the realm. It is peace. That's exactly what I just said. And you decide to disguise yourself to go out. When you stroll through the street, you can smell something weird from a small alley. What does it smell? I have to find out. We'll go ahead. These voices sound foreign, or I'd rather look for a quiet place to find some rest. Sure, let's go ahead and see what the foreign voices are. Better not be bloody Andals. Oh no, it's not Andals, but it is this very creepy man. I want to look at your wares. I like the alchemy. I want to offer you patronage in your own workshop. Oh, I don't think that really suits our guy. He wouldn't know nothing about alchemy with 6 learning. Yeah, he wouldn't know anything about bloody alchemy. I want to look at your wares. Let's see what you have for sale then, you strange foreign man. We could buy some Shade of the Evening. We could buy a ruby necklace, which I don't believe we can use unless we are a shadow binder or something like that. Glass candles. Oh my god, hang on. There's still magic in the world. We should buy a glass candle, shouldn't we? Should we? I mean, it's 250 gold. That's a lot of money that we're dropping on this, but it might give us some very, very nice bonuses. And this is in a time where glass candles are still usable, because like I said, they're still magic. Go on, then. I've heard about glass candles. I need one. 250 gold gone. But, what do we need to use it? 12 learning. We have to be a mystic, Valyrian gods, red priest, warlock, shadowbinder. But look what it gives to us. Diplomacy +2, intrigue +2, learning +3. All we've got to do is crack that sort of 12 learning barrier, and it should be fairly easy to get Mystic. We can just do that with Scholarship focus. This could be nice. This could be quite a cool little bonus area. And of course, we've got Aemon's Weirwood Spear there as well. Obviously, a family heirloom. We'll call this the Spear of Aemon. With 38, the chance of us being able to honestly forge that championship bloodline is going to be very, very difficult, given that we're starting at obviously quite an old age for this guy. So let's immediately get into the swing of things here. There we go. We're already in perfect shape. I guess the training runs in the family. We'll go for our military education as soon as possible. Now, unlike Aemon, I am going to try and get a leadership trait as early as possible, so we can at least go on our warrior pilgrimage a bit sooner, because that is the one thing we did miss out on as that guy. Gives some really, really powerful leadership bonuses. You know, if you get like inspiring leader or anything along those lines, anything that gives religious damage, the things you can stack up with that are massive. So we'll try and get that if possible. Peasants, first man peasants rebelling against us. Why? Is it because of the Andals? Maybe it's because we expelled the Andals and now there's like peasant unrest. Andal settlers. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, we can't expel them unless we personally own that province, but they are also sick of the Andals, and they're blaming it on us. Alright, let's try and stop this then. It's only 4,000 men. We should be more than alright with that. Oh, god, 44 men from our capital is not ideal, is it? Okay, we will set a new rally point at our new capital then, because I imagine that's probably going to be the site of many, many, many battles throughout the rest of this campaign. And we'll move everyone there. We should be able to avoid most of their... Oh, that's not a good move route, is it? That's one thing I want to see from CK3, which was announced yesterday, by the way. I want to see move routes not going straight through enemy armies when they clearly can't win. My wife is Perganant, but I was away. Shouldn't be a problem, right? I mean, he's just, yeah, he's paranoid. Okay, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Burning fat and, oh, I always forget that the parrot clearly means burning fat and the owl clearly means negative owl equals perfect shape. Negative parrot is burning fat. Never forget. My wife is Perganant, but I was away, wasn't I? Doubt besets me. But I don't think we need to really worry about that. We certainly don't need to pursue it or anything. No, I trust her word. She is an honorable lady. She is a kind, she's charitable, deceitful. Don't worry about it. I trust her word. I'm sure everything is fine. Oh, for God's sake, will you piss off? We shall throw these men back into the sea. So we've got Mark. Thank you, Mark. Very cool. 15,000 men, Mark. 15. Oh my God, we've only got 15,000 men. Shit. We could grant them land and then just like maybe kick him out. Oh no, he wants a duchy. Fuck that. No, we shall throw these invaders. Obviously, we're going to throw them back into the narrow sea. They will honor their obligations. Luckily, that thing I sort of pontificated about Rosby was actually true, that she did become a vassal, luckily enough. Mark, where is he? He's up by Seaguard. Oh my God, let's focus on that first then, because more Andal. Oh, he's right there. How can he already be there? Okay, he's taking attrition. Let's focus on our own. Let's focus on our own war with this guy first. Then we'll worry about going and dealing with Mark in a minute, for God's sake. Oh, our vassals dealt with it. Thank you, vassals. Army of Sir Otho dealt with it. Thank you. Okay, nothing to worry about then. Right, so we'll let Mark lose some troops to attrition, siege now, whatever else. We'll let our vassals come and attach to our armies here. Let's get Lady Paramount Saleh to attach to us. And who are our commanders now? We're still one of the best commanders in the realm, even though we aren't nearly as good as, of course, Glorious Eminem. But still, 21 Marshals is obviously very, very nice there. Do you want to try and rank up? Because if we try and rank up and die now, we are in some serious doo-doo. Okay, let's go for it. I'll ask for the duel. Who are we up against? Lord Adam of the Giants. His name makes him sound very fearsome. He's not really. We've got 77 personal combat already. That's not bad. Spear of Ammon, Squirrel, Perfect Shape, Wrath, Deceitful, Train Fighter. Oh, yeah, of course. And our page training as well helped out a little bit. Should we skip it? I think we're good. There's 20 points in it. I think we're fine. Ah, there we go. Okay, I thought we'd been murdered then. No, we actually murdered him. Well, that's always good. No culture and beyond... No culture. Is that because we murdered him? It's because he's dead. Dead people don't have culture, really. Stop this nonsense, girl. You're... What? My mother, Dowager Queen Jane, has been mourning the loss of her late husband, our father, for a year now. We're going to tell her mother, stop this nonsense, girl, and tell her to remarry. No. What the fuck is wrong with you, you weird man? Let her grieve in peace. Oh my God, what? Was this a faction? Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh my God, someone just rebelled. And it's taken every single Andal ruler in the realm with him. This may be unwinnable. I'm going to be honest, we've already got an army the size of our army tearing through our realm. Now someone's fabricated evidence and incited into a revolt. Holy shit, what are we up? Oh my God, the other Casus Belli became invalid. Right, okay, cool, because he probably is under an Andal ruler then. Okay, fantastic. Oh my God, that is every single Andal ruler, isn't it? How many troops you got? So it's this guy specifically. As long as we take this guy, defeat him, take him prisoner, we should be good. Our army's already mobilized too. So we've actually got an advantage here, a very distinct advantage. Oh, fuck off. Great, we've got another one. Some guy after Pink Maiden this time. They will honor their obligation. We'll do that in a minute. Right, let's focus on this war first, because this could make or break the entire realm. Those guys have joined him as defenders, but they don't contribute war score. It's not like a civil war where they'll join to him as a new Empire tier title. They've just joined him as an ally. So all we've got to do is siege down Hateful, kill some of his troops, and we should be good. So let's actually just go for... Oh my God, the castle is impregnable safest here. Yeah, we absolutely are. A song called Highbold. Welcome, young Highbold. You'll be called... one of the names on my list is just Land, which I think is incredible. It's not a good name, and that's why it's incredible. Land Mud. Land Mud. What can we educate you in? So we've used Struggle, we've used Thrift. I guess we'll go for Duty then. No, do your duty in the words of Stannis. Right, okay, let's assault this down. Let's get this done right now. There goes its capital. Clamp him in irons. We're already done. My God, that was a hell of a way to deal with those Andals. Thank God they didn't join together as a big faction, but instead all pushed independence simultaneously. Boom. And that, my friend, has imprisoned every single vassal who rebelled in one fell swoop, or not. Wait, what? But they all rebelled against us. We got righteous imprisonment, maybe. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute. Who is Edmund? You are not getting anything from me, fucking Edmund. Right, let's deal with this. Oh, God, another moron here. No. Forfeit. Forfeit the salt pans. Forfeit the trident. Forfeit Willowwood. Forfeit Hayford. Forfeit Great Fork. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And they're all going to go in rebellion again. Forfeit Riverrun, forfeit Rook's Rest, Wayfarer's Rest, Mosborough, or Mossborough. Crush them as well. Crush them. We're going to have more and more rebellions. Despite the fact we just beat them all in rebellions, now we have more rebellions. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Welcome to the Game of Thrones. Okay, my god, this is ridiculous. Did we even revoke anything? We did revoke certain things there. We should be able to... Oh my god, we actually did take Riverrun. Wow, okay. We'll have to take a very careful look at what we can actually do with these prisoners after we've dealt with all of these other wars as well. I don't want to accidentally execute people that we don't have, lawful reason to do so, or people have joined in allies to these other wars. We don't want to execute them if they're potentially contribute war score as well. After many months studying the campaigns of King Tristram IV Mud, you have acquired many fascinating insights. We are now an Adept of Strategy. Very nice additional marshal there. We're up to 24. I think eventually, with enough training, with enough field experience as well, leading the Vanguard, we're going to be able to build this guy up to someone potentially better than Emmon himself. Bear in mind, this guy was Brilliant Commander at 23 Marshal. We are at 24 Marshal, and we're only a Dutiful Commander. He has a lot more potential than Emmon had, but it's going to be very difficult to get in there. Let's focus on... Oh, let's boot out these Andals to start with then. So where's the river crossing here? Oh, fuck off. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? So River Spring... Oh, my God, everywhere. Oh, what about Peckwoodden? Peckwoodden, River Spring, Castlewood. There's nothing between Castlewood. Let's head up to there then. And then we'll head down through Castlewood. That way we're not going to lose any of our... Oh, my God. We're completely in debt as well. We need to take out... Oh, fuck off. More people going into rebellion. We need some money here. We need some money here, and I don't want to keep these people out. Expel the Andals first and foremost. We might just have to do it, because otherwise... Can we take out a loan? Bank of Valyria. Wow, that could be a problem. Minor Bank, 5-year loan at 35% interest. Oh, these are 15% interest from the Bank of Karth. Wow. Okay, Karth. We're on board. Now, I'm only doing that to get rid of our modifier, which will remove our troop morale. Otherwise, these guys are probably going to just wipe the floor with us. Right, so let's head over to Castlewood. Pause it here. Let's make sure we've got our best commanders. Our commanders are very, very good anyway. What are we looking at here? John Bentley with his 24 Marshal. Oh, this is going to be a difficult battle, I think. Shit. Let's let them finish this siege. Oh, man, have I got time for this? This is just not on, is it? Should we see if we can lure them maybe somewhere else? It's between Lolliston. Why don't we head up the Acorn Hall through to Lolliston and see if we can lure them over? Direct leader. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Are they gonna... Okay, now let's see if we can bait them up here. Oh, God. People are dying as well. I don't know what I can do here. We are just being overwhelmed by multiple different wars. Okay, let's see if we can just get them to take a river crossing. Let's head down here, see if we can bait him across this one. Thanks, OBS. Very cool. Decided to crash and lose that entire bit of footage. So that's really appreciated. I don't know how much we've lost there. Hopefully not the whole bloody episode. Alright, so what happened there then is obviously we had all of our rebellions. Luckily, nothing happened. I just went over to their capitals, obviously sieged them down, defeated their troops. Very, very straightforward to do so, sort of prioritized them. This guy is still kicking around. We've still got the big battle to go, so luckily we haven't done that yet. More importantly, all of them are languishing in our prison, waiting for a decision for what we're going to do with them. So that's very convenient. We have revoked whatever titles we... you know, when you end the war, it says like, oh, we will forfeit his lands. We did take some lands from our traitorous Andal vassals, so we've sort of unified things a little bit, but the real thing I am annoyed about losing is that Lord Robin, the aggressor of Riverrun here, was in our prison, and given that there are 2 living members of House Tully left, I thought, what better way than to get our revenge by executing him and leaving the last Tully inside of Riverrun. This would be a hell of a redemption arc if they managed to build things back up, but I'm hoping we can stop him before that happens. What do you think? Should we just start plotting to kill him immediately and deal with the final one of our enemies? Right. Let's also send then. Oh, court position. We still can't. Oh, we should probably buy that now, huh? 10 from Maester from Citadel. Thank you very much. We've got a lot of titles to dish out to because of all these various rebellions. Okay. Let's send our spy master over there to see what trouble we can stir up. The other thing I want to do is track down some people of our religion, our culture, and preferably people of High Marshal, and land them as well. So I did give out some land here to this guy here, Lord Yorick. Yorick Halamir, who is a First Man and Old God's loyal vassal with 20 marshals. So this guy is incredibly good. Hopefully, OBS is gonna work now, please. I beg of you. We can't afford to lose any wars. Okay, let's carry on. Let's carry on with this campaign. So by crushing all of those rebellions first, we've gained control over our bannerman's troops. So this is hopefully going to give us enough troops to be able to match the Andal invaders here. This guy's pissed off because we granted that title to Lord Yorick there, but he definitely deserves it. I'm going to try and land people with High Marshal. Not only are they capable of defending themselves, they'll also provide more troops to the realm that way. Ambition. What was our ambition before? It just disappeared. I don't remember what it was. Let's go for win a war then. But that gives us permanently one marshal. And I mean, I hope we win it. I mean, obviously, we're going to try and win it anyway. So we can probably kill two birds with one stone. It's not looking good, I will admit. But it's not exactly... It's far from being unwinnable, let's put it that way. Okay, can we do anything else here? Commissioner Sepulchre, I'd love to do that, but we can't do it right now. Or we could do it right now, but we obviously want to pay back that debt to Karth. We don't want to be indebted to a foreign realm, otherwise we're basically back where we started. Oh my god. Ellery of Highgarden demands a trial by combat. 76 personal combat versus our 97. Let's take the prestige. We will handle it ourselves. You and Ellery slowly circle each other, tense and focused. You scanning for any signs of weakness, any opening as defense you can possibly exploit. Here's no match for my might. Attack with force. You launch a frenzied attack, sending him on the back foot. Immediately appears panicked, allowing you an opening. I forcefully overwhelm his defensive stance, and he is dead. Goodbye, Ellery. Taught well by Emmon there, and it was only very brief. Obviously, we took him on as a squire, but this guy's clearly picked up one or two things, and we gained dual experience for that, right? At least I hope so. Or not at all. Okay, never mind then. Oh, there we go. Okay, we gained skilled fighter. That's very, very good. Arrange a meeting with some of the event organizers in order to challenge the member and increase your standing in the Berserkers. Ask for a duel. So we are going to be dueling this guy here with 45 personal combat. Don't even insult us like that. There we go. Not even a question there that we would obviously progress onwards. Are our troops ready to try and fight these guys? We can bring another 206 men. Let's see if we can lure them over river. So where are the river crossings between Acorn Hall? Let's quickly take a look if you don't mind. So Lolliston and Atrana. So let's head over to Lolliston. Hope that they come for us. They might, given that this is their last barrier. Oh, although if they siege that, we might lose. We might just have to roll the dice here. You make a good point. Are you a better commander? About the same, but I don't really want to piss off one of my dukes. So before we go for this final war, we'll put out a final request to anybody willing to join our court with High Marshal. Faith to the 7th man. Have him fight his own people. That'd be kind of funny. Flankers. Flankers is what we're after, really. So if you want to come to court, that'd be very, very nice. There's a lot of siege leaders. A lot of siege leaders. There's another flanker there with 19 Marshal. We'll invite him as well. And we'll sort of test them against our current commanders. And we'll see if we can build a decent unit for troops. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do. So, minor titles. We've got really shitty commanders here, so we're not really missing out too much anyway. Right, so you're sacked. Oh, that guy's got 35. Oh my god, why is he not helping lead our troops? My god. Okay, there's one flanker. And then we'll also swap this guy out as well for the other flanker we brought on board. Is it because he's our marshal? Yeah. Okay, he's our master of laws. Right, so get him on the center. We are a direct leader, so I think it'd be more effective to honestly put one of the flankers on. Though we've got 23 marshals, so it's not going to make too much difference. Okay, that should be sufficient. 35, 23, 21. Let's do it. Good luck. Let's make sure we're auto-balanced as well. Let's do it. We've got to go for it now, because if they siege this down, chances are they're going to win the war. 11,083 men versus 11,475. We outnumber them by only a few hundred men. Good luck. Oh my god, it's a great start. Oh my god, they've got no one on their left flank. Their center is weak, and their right flank is what he is leading versus us. So, this is going to be interesting. It's almost equally matched on the right flank there. We're actually doing slightly more damage troop for troop there. Center is about to fall. Oh my god, we might be good. Do we want to gain flat terrain expert or flanker? We don't want direct leader and flanker. That would suck. Flat terrain might be appropriate given that our capital is almost all flat terrain. Let's do it. Let's master the plains. Come on. This is going to be so close. Look at this. Their morale is failing, but our troops have... Oh my god, we did it. Holy shit. Chase them down. Finish them off. They've got a lot of cavalry. That's why they're... Actually, it looks as if they've got a lot of cavalry. They don't really. They've got a real mixed bag of an army there. Take them down. There we go. Keep the pressure on. Never, never stop. Because if we defeat his troops, that's it. We've just got to wipe his troops out, and then the war is over because he has nothing else. There he is. John of Bentley's host. Come on, prepare to die, Bentley's come fight us. Fight us. This has been an epic battlefield duel. Coward. God damn it. Run back to all-round provinces. That could have been such a cool story, but no. Once again, the Andals have proven to be the cowards that they truly are. We are done. Demands are enforced. We've dealt with Andal invaders from the inside. We've dealt with Andal invaders externally. We have won... Did I say from the outside? We've dealt with internal and external Andal problems. The realm will now, hopefully, come back together. There we are. Perfect. Rosby. Rosby must be in some other sort of war, which is why they haven't... Probably a war with one of our other vassals, which is why they haven't returned to us here. There we go. Wow, incredible work then. We gain a 1 Marshal. Why don't we try and adopt a lifestyle, become Paragon of Virtue? Oh, we wanted to become Exalted, didn't we? I'm glad that... Oh, we became Humble. I didn't even notice that. That's why we lost the Become Exalted, because we want to be a humble man. Cool. I don't know if you noticed, his crown's also become a lot more humble as well, because he is a humble man. That's such a nice little attention to detail. Let's try and adopt a lifestyle. Maybe we could get a strategist or something along those lines, and that will fulfill that and give us those nice bonuses. Cool. Right, so we still haven't quite stomped out all of our Andal vassals, but we've done an absolutely incredible job of dealing with the dissidents, really crushing those rebellions, putting some fear on our name. We're now a respected man. Fear level, we've got fear points of 77, we're now level 1. Vassals are 30% less likely to join hostile factions or start plots. Very cool. We're developing him quite well as well. We're at 24 Marshal, 132 personal combat in only a couple of short years here. It's a very, very nice start for what is hopefully going to be another incredibly good character for the rivers and the hills. Thank you all for watching. We'll leave that one here for today. I'm a little bit annoyed that we lost some of those little battles there dealing with the rebellious traders. I'll have to find out what the hell happened, see if I can even salvage those clips, because they just didn't save properly, so God knows what happened there. I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who make this channel possible in the first place. A big thank you has to go out to Aiden W, Alchemia, Anthony Golli, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Doolin of Gondolin, Facunda Vasquez, Ghost Protocol, Gogula, Sarik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, My Name Isn't Dio, Muskratful, Natbuskers #1, Necrophil, Palvis Presley, Rodian, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Smegmastain, Somnus, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Backers, Void Prince Kibo, William Green, and Zazzy7011 for the support the Insanity Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. It is most appreciated, especially in these weird times of YouTube. And a thank you as well goes out to Uwu Daddy. Every fucking time. Asaro, Ann Person, Andrew Welsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Bwen Gunn, Bettimus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don, Duncan217, Emerald Beam, Exploded Knees, Gaz, Genji Turka, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Damar, Icarus, Ice the Grey, Ida C, J Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, James Shea, Jason Sushu, Jose, Joran DeVries, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Luan and Thomas, Luke Wallace, Mustolp, Monty, Mostly Sampson, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Norstrus, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Payback 137, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Brian Hooper, Sagataire, Sam Kears, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, The Insane Pickle, The One Ring, Valankari, Varagon, Voodoo Member, Will Wade, Wilson Tef, Wolfie, Yorker, Sack, and CK2. My god, that is insane. See you guys all tomorrow.